am going to be showing you a full deep cleaning of my house since we're all stuck at home due to this coronavirus. It gives me lots of extra time to get everything clean and organized during this time. But first, I'm going to start by showing you a little crock pot barbecue recipe that I made. So I'm just putting in these crock pot liners, that way I don't have to worry about cleaning everything up at the end of this. And then putting in some pork shoulder mixed with a little bit of Dr. Pepper. And then adding in about a cup of barbecue sauce for it to cook. And then you'll just shred this up in about 8 hours and then add a little bit extra barbecue sauce. So I just cook this on low for about 6 to 8 hours. So first I like to start by adding in all of my dirty dishes from the day before, and then get those started going. Next, I like to clean out my coffee filter and the coffee pot. And then I like to just spray off my counters with the Mrs. Meyer's spring scents, just to make sure that everything's nice and clean from the day before. And then I like to wipe off my stove to make it nice and streak-free with the stovetop cleaner. I also tend to let the water sometimes accidentally boil over, so I'll take a razor blade and scrape off those little burnt pieces that get on there. And this doesn't scratch the countertop, it just cleans this off. So I'll do that and then wipe back over it and it's completely clean. And then this is my favorite part of cleaning, is just cleaning out the sink. I put a little bit of a Comet bleach mixture in here to kind of scrub it down with a little bit of the Mrs. Meyer's cleaner to give it a nice fresh scent. And then I just like to scrub everything and make it nice and shiny. And then I use these stainless steel wipes to wipe down all my stainless surfaces so they're not streaky, and then just wipe back over them with a microfiber cloth to clean off all of that cleaner. And then I like to clean it also with my KitchenAid mixer, just making sure that there's no streaks. And then this is our guilty pleasure right now, is this cookie jar. Since we're pretty much at home most of the time, we've been snacking on these. So I'm just refilling it since we've already emptied it in like a couple days. And then I'm going to be cleaning out my fridge, just taking most of the things out and wiping down, since we kind of have just a hodgepodge of things in here since the grocery stores have been empty and we've just been buying what we can get. I just wanted to kind of straighten everything up and make it look a little bit more normal in there. And then same thing with my pantry, just kind of cleaning out some of the old stuff, reorganizing it because it's just been a mess. Things have just been thrown in there. And then here's me trying to see if I want to reorganize it a little bit, but then at the end of this, I just realized that I can't accept changing everything because I'm used to the way it is, and I just put it back the way that it was before. And then this has been a lifesaver. This is just an organizer on my pantry door that I store all the little chips for my husband's lunch, and then also adding in some of these noodles because desperate times call for desperate measures. And then as you can see, it's just a really rainy day here, so it's very dreary. So I'm just cleaning off the glass here, making sure there's no little streaks or anything that could have gotten on there. And then just wiping down my table from all the snacks we've been eating on here and the dinners we've been eating at home. And then just cleaning up all the blankets we've had, and my husband always has to leave his sweatshirt everywhere, so cleaning that up, putting it back in our linen closet just so everything's nice and organized. And then I like to put up every so often our kitchen chairs. That way I can just get everything really clean under there and mop under there a lot easier. And then I like to use this Method wood floor cleaner in the almond scent. It smells so good and just makes everything smell nice and fresh and clean. And then I'm just moving on to our guest bathroom, just wiping down all the surfaces, making sure that everything is nice and clean, and then cleaning off our mirror as well because it sometimes gets a little bit streaky in there. And then I love to use these toilet bowl wands. I definitely like them better because I can keep it in one area and not have to have like a toilet bowl cleaner sitting in the bathroom. So I usually can use this for both toilets in my house. So I'll just use it in one and then take it over to the next bathroom. And then I just wipe down all the surfaces. And then just vacuuming, mopping the bathroom area. And then next, moving on to my bedroom, I like to start by just opening the blinds so I can get some actual light in there. And then just making the bed, making sure that everything's tucked in, nice and smooth. And then putting all of the pillows back on so it's just nice and fresh looking. And then if you head on over to my Instagram, you will actually see that my husband built a really cool floating shelf that's above our bed so that it's just in between there. I kind of put the I love you sign on the thing, just kind of put the greenery on there, and it just looks really, really nice. It looks so much better than it was. And then just wiping down our dresser, cleaning everything, making sure there's no dust anywhere. And then also just kind of folding all the clothes that have been out and about in our bedroom. And then today I'm going to be washing our bath rugs because they tend to get a little self tanner on them. So I just wash them on delicate and then just kind of let them air dry a little bit and then put them the rest in there so they kind of fluff back up. So has anyone else just been hanging out at home, cleaning during this time that we're supposed to be social distancing? Because all I feel like I've done is do laundry, clean, and eat. I have eaten and baked, and I'll probably gain a couple pounds after this, but what all have y'all been doing during this time? Now, this is that same toilet bowl wand refill that I was using in our guest bathroom. I just used it again because I feel like it still has enough cleaning solution in there to get this clean, and that way I'm not just having to go through two of them in one time. And I also wanted to share the news that I've recently opened an Etsy store. If you've noticed throughout my house, you'll see these little stacked books that have different sayings or names, and I recently started making those, and I started my own Etsy store. So I'm going to link that down below if anyone's interested in looking at them, getting any. There's tons of cute options for just your everyday house, for spring sayings, any kind of saying can go on it. So I'm going to link that down below for you to check out. Now this is the one thing I dread cleaning, is this bathtub. There's no easy way to get in here to scrub it. So if anyone has any ideas of how you clean your bathtub like this, then let me know down below, because it's like a full workout trying to get in here and scrub it down and clean it. And I just am literally exhausted after this. So let me know if you have any other suggestions. So now I'm just kind of going up the stairs and vacuuming these stairs. I don't do this very much because no one really comes up there. But up here is my husband's man cave, and I usually never come up here, but today I decided that I was going to just dust everything off and vacuum everything since it had been a while. He tends to like to decorate it himself, so I'm just kind of reorganizing things a little bit. He hasn't noticed yet that I did anything, so we'll see if he notices. And then I just want to say this lady's I'm still single sign in the background here is actually what our ring bearer carried in our wedding. And on the other side it says here comes your bride, but he thinks that it's funny for it to say I'm still single in his man cave and hang it on his deer. So just ignore that. And then once the dishes are done, I like to immediately go ahead and try and put them up if I can, because I'll tend to leave them in there for a little bit. So if I can just get them put up, then I'll know that everything is complete and done. And then now everything is nice and clean. For us to stay here for the next couple weeks, continue to just clean it up as we go, but everything's clean and organized, so we have a nice house to social distance in as well. And then I always like to end just by lighting my candle. So I hope all of y'all are staying safe and healthy during this time. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.